First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim is Shihiro Fuzaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was blow to the head, was a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point to complaining about it. No matter what, I got to do what I got to do.
Monokuma File 2 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of the handbook.
Hey,
Makoto, you have a second?
Huh? Do you need something from me?
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know.
So, what did you need?
I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
Huh?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case.
Solve? No,
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. So you have the honor of contributing to my investigation.
So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it the most arrogant way possible, though.
Now then, shall we go get started?
But...
We need to get moving. There's no time to standing around.
I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'm gonna be working with Byakuya on this one. There's dumbbells on the floor and there's a blood stain on the dumbbell.
The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is the killer her. Does that mean the dumbbell is actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it would have been anything else.
The locker room dumbbell has been added to the Truth Bullet section of that eBay handbook.
Alright, what else can I get? Okay. Alright, Mondo, let's talk. Dude had a real complex about the week. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I needed was to get stronger.
Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really get stronger that badly?
You really mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong.
I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff.
The cause of Shihiro's complex. I don't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of the handbook.
I use the locker room all the time. Now that it's become the site of Shihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room?
Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light. That is true. It wouldn't have been hard for someone to carry her, but still.
I still think she came here on her own by choices.
What makes you say that?
She's been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying
she came here to exercise? But according to Monokuma file, she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
He or myself are using the locker room during the day, so she probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I was only assuming she was trying to avoid us.
And instead she came exercising in the middle of the night?
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but she also would have come with someone else?
That's a possibility, I think.
Sakura's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of the e-handbook.
Now I believe it's about time for us to move on.
Huh? Already?
New clues don't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of the case.
That's true, but...
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed.
You're so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I didn't even get to investigate everything, though.
And so, this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation?
Figure it out by yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right?
I remember right, the card reader is meant to work with our e-handbooks, right?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that,
then quickly sharpened clapped his hands together.
You called for me?
Has he been domesticated?
it seems like Makoto has a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about the card reader.
Yes, the card reader has been all designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed to your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through the door. Isn't locked, correct?
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted railgun would initiate a Swiss-chase slaughter.
And school regulations prohibit anyone from leading someone else their handbook, right?
Correct.
So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means...
Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you.
See right through me?
Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must have been one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple.
But, am I wrong?
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly forbidden. But on the other hand, loaning your handbook is forbidden. Bothering someone else is perfectly fine.
What? What? How is that a difference? What? What? Huh? That makes no sense. Huh?
No, I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tokugami family. So, you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would have bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people around, they're things. Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have had to loan it. So
sleepy. Just listen to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your goddamn self.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in medical facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
the main hall?
Now I'll help you understand what's going on.
The card reader has been added to the truth bullet section in the e-handbook. And I can't even finish my investigation because he keeps throwing me out. We came out to the main hall. So, what are you looking for? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Oh, it's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here?
So you finally found them.
Huh? Do you know these were here, Byakuya?
I happened to find them by chance. Myself the other day. It seems a system in place where the e-handbooks of dead students were delivered to the mailbox. So then, these 3 e-handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayuka. You could go ahead and confirm it yourself.
I immediately turned on one of the e-handbooks, and when I did, Sayuka Mizuno, you're right, it's Sayuka's handbook.
Now, you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I received earlier.
Yeah, I feel I'm starting to get it.
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. An answer has been right in front of you this entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly forbidden. The act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else is perfectly fine.
I see. Yeah, now I understand. But main hall e-handbooks have been added to the truth bullet section to the handbook.
Hold on a second.
What's wrong?
Yeah, it's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on.
It's broken? Whose is it?
Another handbook showing Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that don't turn off must be Leon's, right? That's what makes sense, right? Yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs, plummeting with baseballs.
Oh no, they're gonna... The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment that led Leon's death. The execution of the mastermind concocted. The cruel, heartless death. You're right. I wouldn't be surprised for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
If you say it didn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof over 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it. It wouldn't do crap. But, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing. What's its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how can that be?
Leaving that question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Wait a minute. I figured it out. Oh, that's how that works out. Ah. Borrow. I see. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, let me say what I think it is, but I'm gonna give spoilers. Okay. So, if someone, a girl, were to want to go into the males and they were to take Leon's, but there's 3 in here, they would obviously notice one missing and they would place theirs inside. But because they are still alive, someone else cannot use that handbook. And because they cannot use that handbook, they cannot... It feels like it's broken, but it is just... It is just unlendable. You get me so far? The dead people are... So Shihiro's should still work, so anyone's still touching it. But if I were to touch Byakuya's handbook, it would not work. If my theory is correct. Okay. That is what my theory is. Let's see if it holds up. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
Well, I don't see any connection in the case, so it doesn't matter for now.
Yes, I see a connection. You think so? Either way, something about it.
Take some thought. I'm impressed.
I think too much. I overanalyze everything, which is why I have issues in life. I also don't interact with people because I overanalyze everything. This is why I don't have friends. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook.
Okay then.
There should be enough of things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite?